Welcome back to the Dusty Hat Recap Show. Look, going into week 2 versus Youngstown State, I wanted to see a few things from the Buckeyes. One of those was I wanted the offensive line to be a little more dominant, specifically in the run game. I wanted to see Kyle McCord taking some more steps forward as the unequivocal leader and QB1 of this team. I wanted Ryan Day and Brian Hartline to open up the offense and get some more explosive plays and some more shots downfield. And I wanted the defense to continue to show that it could be dominant and get some turnovers. Well, I pretty much got everything I was looking for. The defense got a couple turnovers. The offense did open things up. There were a lot of shots taken. In fact, I thought at times Kyle McCord was taking a little too many chances and trying to push the ball downfield, but I'm not mad at it. At this point in your schedule, we all know that Notre Dame is looming a couple weeks away, and now that they had Youngstown State and Western Kentucky, these were essentially tune-up games where you could start to figure out what is your identity. As I stated last week, we have to readjust expectations. Now, I know I've seen some of you Buckeye fans saying that this game should have been a 60-point victory, and quite frankly, I agree. But just because you're more talented doesn't mean you're going to get those Oregon type games where you get an 81-10 final score. I will take a 28-point victory any day of the week, because at this point early on, you're not getting any kudos for beating Youngstown State by 100 or by 20. It really doesn't matter. You have enough good teams on the rest of your schedule that if you just keep stacking up these wins, you're going to have an impressive resume when it's all said and done. Getting into the specifics of the game, I think the biggest thing we need to look at this week and next week going against Western Kentucky is Kyle McCord, and if he's showing that he's got what it takes to be QB1. In this game, I saw a lot more from him. I saw a lot more chances. He was taking deeper shots. He was really trying to push the ball. When they brought in Devin Brown, I think we could all see the clear difference. And Kyle McCord looks like he's ready to kind of assume that role. Devin Brown seems like he's still trying to figure it out on the fly. I think there is no longer a quarterback competition. I think it is McCord's job. And I think the coaching staff and Ryan Day need to proceed that way and stop with this whole two-man system. No, we don't need that anymore. Kyle McCord showed that he has the goods. He's got what it takes. And I've questioned his arm. But this week, I was slightly impressed with this game with some of the throws he was making, some of the velocity he was putting on the ball. I think he still needs to work on timing a little bit, but it's clear to see that the history he has with Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to be a thing of beauty. And going forward in the season, that's a tandem to watch. As far as defense goes, outside of that first drive where Youngstown State kind of drove down the field and made it look easier, this defense was not giving up much. An occasional play here or there, but no points, no scores, no long drives, no things like that. This defense, I mean, in the first 2 weeks, the challenges they've had to face are very minimal, and Notre Dame and Sam Hartman looming a couple weeks away is going to be a real test for this defense, but so far, so good. Again, all they really need to do is kind of shore things up and get into a rhythm and kind of figure out who they are and their identity. I have no problems with it. I was encouraged by this win. I was encouraged by this game to say, okay, yes, we need to readjust expectations, and we need not look at this team to be a dominant team that's just going to blow everybody out of the water. But if they can continue to build on this and build that confidence within the offense, I think you saw Travion Henderson bust a couple good runs. He showed you if the offensive line creates the lane, the guy is gone. He is electric. I would like to see them use him more in the passing game. But the way things are nowadays, they might be saving some of those screen plays to bust out against some of the bigger opponents and not put too much of that on film. So maybe that's the strategy there. But I would like to see 1 or 2 a game, because I think he is electric when you get the ball in his hands, and you need to do it as much as possible. But again, let me know in the comments down below what you think of this game. I know it was just Youngstown State, so it's really hard to pull too much from it because the level of competition was just really not there. But how did you feel about Kyle McCord? Do you feel like he took a step forward? Do you feel like he convinced you at all that he could be or is QB1? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll catch you guys next week with a recap of the game versus Western Kentucky. Take care.